Hello everyone and welcome to the One Stop Co-op Shop. This is Colin and today we're going to revisit a game that I played over a year ago, Legendaries Encounters, but we're going to use the Covenant expansion. This just came out, I think it came out at Gen Con or something. I have not played this game since the last time I recorded it. I recorded it when I was really into the game, I played it a ton, and then played it for the channel, put it away. I haven't pulled it out, but I've kept it, and I'm glad I did because I'm excited to show this to you. This is going to be the first time I have played the Covenant expansion, so I have no idea what's in store. We're going to see how it goes. I'm going to do a super quick setup. If you want to learn in detail how to set up the game, I do a full detailed setup. No reason to do that again here. You can check that out in my previous videos. Let's go ahead and jump into setup, and then we'll jump into the game. Just like all the other Legendary games, this game is a deck builder. So what we do is we have to pick 4 different decks to play with, and we put them, shuffle them up together, and they create the barracks. So I decided to pick Pilot Tennessee, Chief Terraformist Daniels, Walter 1, and the Biologist Kareen. Okay, so these are the 4 that I'm going to play with. We will take all 4 of these, shuffle them together, and we'll put them in the barracks and then set up the board. They will fill what's called the HQ right here, and I'll do that off camera. I should say all the characters that I'm using for the barracks come in the Covenant expansion. There are 2 more that come, so there's 6 total, so you can mix and match those, and mix and match from the base game and the first expansion. We also have our Sergeant cards. I've shuffled these up, placed them face down. The one new location in the game is Planet 4. Now I'm going to be completely honest, I have not watched the new video or new movie, so I have no idea what this is about. But that's okay, I can still enjoy it. That's the best part about this game. There are 3 new objectives in this game that we're going to play. We're going to play the Rogue Transmission for Objective 1. The Make Yourselves at Home. Oh, do make yourselves at home. That is the Objective 2. And then Objective 3 is the Lonely Perfection of My Dreams. And then, from how I understand it, if we beat that, there is the Entry of the Gods into Valhalla. And that's 3B. I don't really know. I'm trying really hard not to read these, so I'm specifically not looking. I just put everything there together up here. So those are going to be the 3 levels of the objective cards that we put together to create the hive. Here we have the hive and the hatchery. So the hatchery, the only changes in this expansion, you add the Bloodburster Neomorph. Gross. Oh yeah, and I should say right now, the art for this is, I would definitely put it at the more mature level. So if you watch this with kids, it suggests ages 17 and older, just so you know. The hive here is created in 3 different deck piles, so each one is for the specific objective. Now in each one of those, you place 1 random soldier, if you would like, to make it a little bit more challenging, and there are soldiers for each level. So I have a level 1 soldier in the level 1 objective cards, a level 2 soldier in the level 2 objective cards, and a level 3 soldier in the level 3 objective cards. Also, dependent upon this new drone chart that they have, which actually came with the last expansion, you look to see we're playing with 2 characters. It tells you how many drone cards to put into each deck set. So I had 0 in the first one, 1 in the second objective set, and 2 in the third objective set. And I did use all soldiers and drones from this expansion. They didn't give you a ton of options, but I thought, hey, that way you guys can see some of the new ones. I specifically didn't read them, just randomly picked them, stuffed them in there. So yeah, this will be all new for me as well. They also had a bunch of new strike cards, so I just randomly shuffled those in here. We may see them, we may not. I guess we'll see. Finally, we're going to pick our 2 avatars. So one of our avatars will be the biologist here. He has a total of 11 health, and it says you start the game with, I've never seen anything like this in your deck. That is this card here. It's got the tactic symbol. Actually, what is that called in this game? I can never remember. In this game, that's called survival, not tactics. So you start with this card. It has 2 recruit on it. It has an activate. Heal a total of up to 2 wounds of strikes from the team. Whoa, strikes with no wounds cannot be healed by this effect. That is awesome. We got some healing. We start with 5 of these grunts and 7 of these specialists. So 7 plus 5 plus 1, we have a total of 13 cards in our hand. We will draw our deck. We will go ahead and shuffle that and draw 6 to start the game. Our second character will be the communications officer. She starts with the loud and clear, has 9 health. The loud and clear Activate, choose another player. Each of their grunts and specialists have coordinate this turn. Oh, cool. That they can still only play one coordinate card per turn, but allows us to cycle other people's decks, and we can get benefits like, hey, they can play a grunt or a specialist on our turn at least to help us out. So same thing, 7, 5, one of these. We'll shuffle these up and draw our hand. The nice part about this game, that's the setup. So I'm going to go ahead and get the HQ set up, and then we'll draw our cards. Here we have the cards in the HQ that we can purchase. You can see over here, this is the amount that they cost to be able to purchase them. And how you purchase them is using cards that have recruit on them. So you recruit, you would need 7 to recruit to get this one. They'll give you plethoras of different abilities. Just don't forget these symbols. A lot of times, so like this ability can only happen if you've played another card with that symbol during that specific turn. So if someone starts getting this full ecology workup, they're going to want to make sure they get a couple cards that have this symbol, which is called the Intel symbol. If you get a bunch of these Intel symbols, then it's more likely you'll actually activate this card for its ability. Otherwise, you'll just get the 2 recruit. You'll always get that 2 recruit, and then you might get this activate if you've played another card with that symbol. I'm going to go ahead and have our biologist be our first player this turn, and you can see here lots of basics, but we did get, I've never seen anything like this card in our hand for our first draw. Our first step of the game is we take the top card from the Hive deck and move it in to the complex. So right now it's in the ventilation shafts. Now what I love about this game, makes it so much fun, is that you've got these scan numbers here. We do not get to see what this is until we scan it. And it costs 4 fight to be able to scan that. So we might want to wait till it gets farther down the track, but then we don't know what it is. And it may be that it's better to have this thing revealed earlier within the complex so we have time to deal with it. We'll just see what our hand gives us. We have a total of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 recruit and 1 attack. So that 1 attack isn't going to give us anything. The 6 recruit is nice. I think what I'm going to do, he's kind of the healer. So I think I'm going to go ahead and buy the full ecology workup. So that costs 4. We still have 2 recruit left. You immediately replace that card into the HQ. And wow, it's a 6 cost card. Oh, it's a covenant card. So a covenant is a new keyword. So let me read this to you. The Covenant keyword allows you to pair up 2 characters by adding them to your deck at the same time. And here's how this works. When you recruit a character with Covenant, if there's a lower cost character in the space directly to its right or left within the HQ, you can also gain that card for free, which is sweet. But right now we don't have any. But if one comes out that's next to this one, we could purchase this one and another Covenant card as long as it is less than the cost of this card. We do still have 2 recruit left, and yeah, with 2 we can't do anything. We could do something with 3. No, okay, so I think we're just going to end our turn. We'll discard our cards, and then what we'll do is we'll redraw, which will be the remaining 6 cards in our deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, actually 7, I forgot, because there's 13 total. So here's our hand for the next round. Best part about this game is just how quick it moves. Second card will come into the ventilation shaft. We've pushed this second card over by 1 into the power station. So now we'll have our communications officer go. We have a total of 4 specialists, so 4 recruit. This will give us 5 recruit, 1 attack. Here is 2 attack. The power station still costs 3 to scan, so we can't do anything there. But we can activate this. Choose another player. Each of their grunts and specialists have coordinate this turn. So I think I'm going to do that, and our biologist is going to go ahead and play this grunt. That will give us 3 total attack. Now, whenever you play a card for a coordinate, you do get to draw and reveal it. And reveal the next card and put it in your hand. So he's got the specialist in his hand. But that's because you can only play 1 coordinate a round. With our 3 attack, let's go ahead and scan first before we buy anything. Our scan here at the power station only costs 3. So we'll reveal this. Okay, what do we have? We have egg sacs. This enemy does not move or strike. Event. Kill this enemy and gain a blood burst. Oh, okay. So this, it looks like, no, it doesn't stay. It'll keep getting moved. But if we reveal an event card, on top of having the regular event happen on this Objective 1 card, we will also have this event happen. And I think it looks like we need to pay 3 recruit to get rid of it. But even if this gets into the combat zone, it will not... Oh, it says does not move. So yeah, it's going to stay here. it won't strike us. So it won't get into the combat zone because things will just move around it. We have a total of 5 recruits. I think I'm going to go ahead and grab this Let's Choose Our Ground. Okay, so it gives us 2 attack, and then you'll get +2 attack that can only be used to scan the airlock or fight an enemy in the airlock. Still awesome because that's the last space, so a lot of times that's where we're going to get stuff. So we've used our 3 attack, our 3 attack and our 5 recruit, and we'll replace that with you didn't just see what I saw. This is an awesome card. Coordinate, activate. Look at the top card of your deck. You may kill it. That's cool. We'll go ahead and draw up the communications officer's next hand and a whole lot of basics, but that's to be expected. Moving to the next round, we will have this card get pushed over the eggs. This one gets moved to here, and then we'll have our biologist play some cards. Those bloodbursty neomorphs are not something to play with, so I'm going to go ahead and use my 3 recruit here to go ahead and destroy this egg sac. Don't want to deal with that. Okay, so that used these. I still have 3 attack. Yeah, I mean, we might as well scan what's in the weapons locker. Not that I really want to know. You can see here it's a scan 3, so we can flip this card, and it was they were giants. Ooh, this is objective 1 goal. Reveal. Put this in operations. If Take Me Home Country Roads is also there, discard them both and complete the objective. So we need to find Take Me Home Country Roads. I have no idea what that is. Operations. You pay 1 more. Seriously? So now all scans cost 1 more fight to actually do them. So we'll put this into operations. That's placed here, and it just helps us remember, hey, this is active until we find Take Me Home Country Roads. I could start singing that if you guys want. Here we have our hand for the next round. Tons of basics still. But yeah, we didn't even purchase anything that round, so we're still going to have basic hands for a while. Moving back to our communications officer, we'll take another card, put it here in the ventilation shafts. And here's the thing. In my hand, I have a total of 4 grunts. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. They do 1 point of damage each, and only 2 specialists. So I only have 2 recruit. There's really nothing I can do with 2 recruit. So what I'm going to do with my 4 specialists, or no, my 4 grunts, sorry, is I'm going to scan this room, because right now that scan is +1, so it costs 4 to scan the power station anyways. Oh, good thing I got rid of that the eggs. So we have our first event. So we look at the objective card, and our event is draw a strike for each event that has been revealed this game, including this one. So we just have to draw a single strike. That's our first event. What we'll do is we'll reveal the top card of this. Oh, this is one of the new ones. Unidentified life form. This strike can't be healed. When you draw this, shuffle the strike, discard pile, and a chest burster into the strike deck. If you draw the chest burster, you die. If another player draws it, shuffle it back into the strike deck, and they draw another strike. Oh, so we're going to put a chest burster in here. If we happen to draw it, we just automatically die. Wow. Yeah, and you can see it says expansion 2. Okay, so I'll grab that. The chest burster, I'll grab that from here. Looks like that. So I'll go ahead and just shuffle that into the strike deck. Here's our 6 cards for the next round. We are set to go. So now moving back to our biologist, we'll move another card from the hive. We'll shift this card over by 1, move this card, and let's see what we can do. Turns out we have the exact same hand as our communications officer. We have 4 grunts and 2 specialists. The 2 recruit is useless. We can't even get a sergeant. So that power station had a card in it to scan for 3 + 1 is 4. So we'll just scan it. And it's another egg sac. Oh, man. There's got to be a bunch of events in here. So, but it's eating up our recruit to be able to purchase cards. That will sit out in the power station. We have now discarded our cards and drew back up to 6. We only have 1 good... Where's the 1 card that we actually purchased? I guess it's at the end of our deck, so we'll see it soon. Moving to our communications officer, we will have this card jump over. We'll move here, and now we can play our cards. This time we have 4 specialists and only 2 grunts. The 2 grunts are useless, but the 4 specialists allow us to buy... You didn't just see what I saw. That'll be a coordinate, and it'll help us kill some of these basic cards. We'll reveal another one. Oh, we now have 2 Covenant cards. Problem is they're not next to each other. They need to be next to each other to be able to recruit them together. Okay, we'll discard these cards. We'll draw 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I want you to see this, you guys. I don't know if you can tell on camera. You can obviously tell what's from this new set. Do you see that? Compared to the old set. It's kind of a bummer. The color does not match. But so if you're going to play this and that's going to bug you, you might need sleeves, colored sleeves, just so you know. Because look, hey, that's her card, and that was the third one. You can see how different colored it looks. It might be hard to tell on camera, but it's very obvious in person. Oh boy, we're starting to get the complex filled up. And as you can see, I could have used my recruit for this. I didn't even think about that, but I really wanted to get some more cards in our hands. We'll have the biologist go. This round we have 4 specialists plus the 2 here. We can heal up to a total of 2 strikes. Nobody has damage that we can heal, so I can ignore that. But 2 plus 4 is a total of 6 recruit. 3, we're going to get rid of these eggs. And then the other 3, we're going to go ahead and get another one of these. You didn't see what I just saw. Put that in our discard pile. We'll then reveal another card. Oh, we have duty. Draw a strike to use this, but it's 3 attack. Only costs 2. But if we can get some fists, you can ignore the above text. Oh, that's kind of cool. Okay, so that was all 6 of these. Our 1 attack can't do anything. Then we'll go ahead and draw. So I'm going to draw these 2, and then I have to shuffle my deck. And here's 4 more. Perfect. We're good to go. Don't forget, since this power station is empty, when we move to the communication officer's turn, we don't push the other cards over. We fill that empty spot. So that's nice. They gave us a little reprieve. The airlock is still empty. This round, we have 4 recruit and 1, 2, 3 total coordinate. I definitely think we're going to, not coordinate, 3 attack. We're going to use this ability. Let's see what we want to have the biologist play. We'll go ahead and have him play this grunt so that we have a total of 4 scan ability, or 4 attacks. We can scan a 3 spot. And then he will discard that and then draw the next card. He replaced a grunt with a grunt, but at least it pushes him through his deck. With a total of 4 fight, let's go ahead and check out the weapons locker. Yeah, I think that's a good one. Oh, we have eggs. Of course we have eggs. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 recruit. No, I don't want to use it for that. We're going to have our biologist do that. Instead, I'm going to purchase something. With 4 recruit, let's go ahead and buy duty. That means I think we're going to try and go for fists if we can. And that costs 4. We have 2 more left over. Useless. I'm trying. Oh, wait. This is awesome. Oh, they're the same cost. Let me read this for a second. No, that doesn't work. It has to be a lower cost. So I didn't want to buy hers. I was hoping another one would come out of maybe lesser or more cost, and I could buy 1 and get 2 for the price of 1. But they are the same cost. I can't use the Covenant keyword. Ugh. We'll go ahead and discard these cards. We will draw the 2 that are in our deck, and then we'll draw 4 more. Here's our 4. Okay, we're good to go. Moving to the biologist's turn. Let's move these cards down. This egg has to stay here. And we now have a full complex. So that means if we don't take care of one of these, it's going to push one of them into the combat zone. We have a whopping 2 attack, which is useless because the scan, even in the airlock, is 3. And we have 2 recruit. Oh, no, 2 for 6 recruit. Neither of these abilities are useful. This one we can't do because we don't have any more of the intel icons. Yeah, so I'm going to take a chance, you guys. I'm going to take a chance. I am going to spend the 6 recruit here to purchase. Almost there, you see, and this has the intel icon, which is what I want. It is Covenant, but there's no Covenant that's adjacent, so we can't purchase it. But this means next round something's going to get pushed into the combat zone, and if it's an event, we're all going to cry a little bit. We'll go ahead and clear this off the board, and I need to put out a new card, and we have, yes, duty. Sweet. We know who's getting that. The communication officer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here's 6 cards for the next round. Tons and tons of basics. But if nothing else, we can use this to help us to get additional attack if we need. Moving to our communications officer, this card's going to come down. This is going to move like so. This is going to come across. This is going to come here. And then we're going to flip this card. Let's see what it is. We have our level 1 soldier. So it's a 4 fight. So in order to beat it, we have to do 4 points of damage. If at the end of the round we have not taken care of that, we are going to have to draw a strike for each of the aliens in the combat row. But this one, it states while it's here, or while it's out, characters cannot be recruited. So we can't recruit until we take them out. I think we have 4 attack, though, so I think we're okay. We actually have a pretty good hand. We have 1, 2, 3 total recruit. We're going to use that recruit to get rid of these eggs. I'm not playing with that, okay? Recruit has been used. Our total attack is 1, 2, 3. We could get an additional plus. Wait, it says you get +2. That can only be used and to scan the airlock or to find an enemy in the airlock. Okay, let's see if we don't have to use this, because then we can at least scan the airlock to see what it is. If I don't use that, I still have 1, 2. Ooh, then let's use this. Look at the top card of your deck. You may kill it. Let's see what the top card of our deck is. It's a grunt. Done. Kill it. I don't want to deal with that. You guys were 1 short. 1, 2, 3. If I use this, that's 4, 5. But then I can't do anything with this +2. I could... So I could have our biologist use this, because he can use a coordinate. Oh, you know what? No, I'm going to keep this. I'm going to use her ability to let him coordinate a grunt. Perfect. So I'm going to have him coordinate a grunt. So that's going to give us an additional attack. And then he will draw a new card for that. He will draw a grunt every time. Okay, but that means we have 1, 2, 3, 4 attack here. Boom. That will take out this soldier. Great. And then we have 2 + 2 that we can use to scan the airlock. I would say that was a pretty solid turn. Let's see. Of course, it's an event. So our event states what is it called? The Cryo 2 malfunction. Draw a strike for each event that has been revealed this game. So that's the second event. So we have to draw 2 strikes. The nice thing is we do have a healer on the team. So this is a deep gash. That's 2 points of damage. We only have 7 health left. But that one's healable at least. The second one is just a flesh wound. 1 damage. So we have, 9, 8, 7, 6 health left. We didn't purchase anything, but I still would say that was a good turn. We also got rid of a grunt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got 6 cards here. We're going to have the draw a strike. Now, from what I understand, I don't have to play every card in my hand. So if I decide that 3 attack isn't super useful, I can just keep it in my hand and not play it and then just discard it. But man, that's a bummer because I'd like that 3 attack. Maybe I'll just take the strike. That's could be brutal. There's 1 strike in there or a couple that do 5 points of damage. So we'll have to decide if that's worth it. We still haven't found Take Me Home Country Road. Take me home, country road, to the land. Yeah, you can just pretend you didn't hear that. I don't even know if that's the song it is. I think it is. Okay, so we have a pretty good hand. 1, 2, 3, 4 recruit. Let's go ahead and use this. So we will look at the top card of our deck, and we can kill it if we want. Sweet. Specialist, gone. We've got a total of 2 attack, useless. Can't use any of that. 4 recruit, though. I think let's go ahead and buy I Can Help, if you like. I'm sure that means something. We'll put that in our discard pile. We will then grab our next card here. Ooh, this is a 5 cost. Then we fly through it. Oh, this has got some cool abilities, and this might be nice. It's an intel card, so it'd be nice for him to get. I'm going to go ahead and discard this, and my deck is empty, so I'll have to shuffle. Here's our hand for the next round. We'll continue to fill up the complex. We've got to have that country road card somewhere probably in these 3, and then objective 2 is probably starting in here. That would be my guess, but I don't really know. Here we have our hand. We have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4 recruit. So I think with 4 recruit, yeah, we're going to go ahead and buy another duty for 2, and then we're going to reveal the next card. Let's see, what is it? It's a 3 cost. Oh, and what are those called? That's called tech. So it has a tech combo. We only have 2 recruit left, so can't purchase anything else with that. Bummer. Now, the question is, do we want to draw the strike? If we do, we'd have enough to scan, but that's pretty much it. Let's see. Oh, you know what, you guys? I can have... Yeah, I think the biologist is going to do it. He's nice. He's going to play this coordinate card. Now, that puts this fist symbol out. awesome. And how I understand it, he's playing this for the communications officer. So the communications officer can activate the ability, and she can definitely kill that specialist. And I should say the biologist gets to draw a card, and he replaces it with a grunt. It's always a grunt. I'm going to just make sure that this is, we got to remember that's the biologist, but that means we have 3, 4, 5 attack, and then we played this, and we can ignore the above text, so we don't have to draw a strike for it. Nice. So a total of 5 attack. We're going to see this one very likely no matter what, so let's go ahead and do the med lab. This cost us 3, and we have more eggs. This better not be an event. We'll go ahead and discard these cards. We have 2 that we will draw, and then I have to shuffle. And we'll draw 4 more. Okay, nice. We will push this down, move this across, move this over here and here, and then move this here. Okay, come on, don't be an event. Oh, it's not. Take me home, country roads. Awesome. Put this in operations. If they were giants, is also there. Discard them both and complete the objective. Operations, you pay 1 more recruit to recruit characters. So we didn't have to deal with that. We just dealt with the 1 more attack to scan, but both of those are done, and we've completed Objective 1. Let's take a look at Objective 2. This one says, take shelter in the necropolis, and our event is this dire necropolis. If there are any characters in the necropolis, kill a random 1. Otherwise, put the event into operations as an obstacle. I guess we'll see what that means, hopefully. Well, if you look here, we can't even take out the egg. We only have 2 recruit. We do have 3 attack with a potential 4 attack here. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to spend... that could be an event, though. Because this has to be the airlock. I know that the eggs that's sitting in the med lab is still from the objective deck 1. So... would there be more than 2 events? There could be more than 2 events. I already have 2 strikes. If I reveal another event, I would get... Oh no, we have a new event, so that doesn't happen. I gotta think about this. Ah, come on. What's life without a little risk? Let's do it. So I'm gonna use this card as the 2 attack here to go ahead and scan in the airlock. But then I still have 2, 3, 4, 5 attack left. This 2 I could use for the airlock. Well, okay, I think I can use, you get +2 that can only be used to scan the airlock. So I'm using this +2 to scan, and then I've got 2, 3, 4, 5 that I can use anywhere. Don't be an event, don't be an event. And it's the hazard. Oh, I forgot about the hazard. Okay, we'll look at our location first. It says here for hazard 1, so many good souls. Put each HQ character on the bottom of the barracks. Each space in the HQ is in hypersleep. Cards enter there face down. It costs 2 recruit to wake up a space. It goes back to normal. Turn the card face up. So I have to take all the cards in the HQ, put them in the bottom of the barracks, place out 5 new ones face down. I have to pay 2 recruit just to flip them up. I have 2 recruits, so at least I can flip one of them up this round. Here we go. Here's our new HQ. I'll go ahead and reveal this middle one for the cost of the 2 recruit that we have. Okay, cool. Hopefully I can maybe find a covenant on either side that's a different cost than this guy. I still have 5 attack. I'm going to take the chance. Don't be an event. Okay, so that cost us 3. We still have 2 left. This says runner. Combat zone +2. Oh, I've got to look up what a runner is. Oh man, a runner is going to move an additional space at the end of the hive phase. So he'll move 1, and then he'll move another time after that. And he's going to go into the combat zone next round because of these eggs. Ugh. I have a total of 2 attack left, not enough to take him out. I went ahead and discarded the cards that I used. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here's our next hand. It doesn't look that great, but hopefully 3, 4. Maybe I can get help in the following round from my friend over here, the biologist, and we can take him out because we're going to need 6 attack to take him out. Moving to the biologist's turn, we'll go ahead and move that runner here. These will move like so, and then that runner is going to come in to the combat zone. I certainly do not have a great hand, but it will do. I have 2, 4, 5 total recruit. 3 will be to get rid of these eggs. Okay, hopefully that means we don't have to worry about those gross guys coming out. Then I've got 2 more recruit. that's left. I'm going to go ahead and use that to flip the card adjacent on the right side of that I can help you. Come on, be a covenant. It's not. Bummer. Okay, I'll have to look to see if the other side does. But now I've got a 5 cost and a 4 cost that we can buy. I've used all of this. I still have 3 attacks, so I can scan somewhere. So I think I'm going to scan the weapons locker. We'll flip this one. Oh, it's an event. Okay, it says here, if I grab this card, I still don't fully understand it. It says, if there are any characters in the necropolis, kill a random one. The necropolis hasn't shown up yet, I'm assuming, so when it shows up, we're going to have to do something. Otherwise, put the event in operations as an obstacle. Once again, right now, I don't think it's going to do anything, but when the necropolis shows up, we're going to have to probably get through the obstacles to get into the necropolis. That's my guess. With this, especially the first time you play it, you kind of just have to follow the cards and hope that it'll explain itself. And if I'm doing it wrong, I'm sorry. And I'm just realizing how lucky I am that I decided to get rid of that egg before revealing that event, or that egg would have turned into one of those nasty aliens. Now, at the end of the turn, I cannot take care of this guy, so I have to draw a strike. So I will draw the top card here, and we get a contaminated wound. So we take 1 damage. Our health is down to 10, and that one, because you saw it was red, we cannot heal. Then we'll go ahead and discard our cards, and we will draw 6 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow, whole lot of basics. Yeah, we're having to spend our recruit on so many other things. We're definitely not upgrading our decks very fast.